Paralives finally showed us real uncut live mode gameplay, 48 minutes of honest systems, tiny details, and very real bugs. And it left me with one question I think a lot of us are asking. Is Paralives actually ready yet? My reaction after watching might surprise you. Hey channel surfers, Chanel here. Thanks for tuning back into my channel Chanel. And if you're new, welcome. So the stream started with Rena, Paralives' new community manager, introducing herself and immediately naming the thing everyone's thinking about. Early access has been pushed to May 25th, 2026. They're focusing this time on polishing live mode, fixing bugs, and making sure first impressions don't feel like a paid beta test. They promise weekly posts and videos to show progress. I'm glad she didn't pretend nothing happened. It set the tone. We know you're watching this closely. Here's where the game actually is right now. And then we finally get what everyone's wanted, live mode. But first, we started in the Paramaker with Milo Caruso in his pajamas, and we get a proper look at the personality setup. 4 stat bars, physique, mind, creativity, and charisma. You get 7 points total, and if you leave one at 0, you get a warning that it will have a negative effect. Rena spread them out so Milo isn't a charisma-less goblin. Then she picked his vibe, basically his emotional disposition. We have overjoyed, gloomy, energetic, serious, jester. She chose overjoyed, but mentioned she personally loves jester, which is all about chaos and making people laugh. Then we gotta look at social perks. Good at being alone, making friends, taking care of others, romance, cooperating. Milo gets good at making friends. Talent, there's music, art, tech, fitness, food, jack of all trades, or good at nothing, which she refused to pick. Milo gets music talent. Lifestyles, you can pick between vegetarian or not, early bird versus night owl, neat versus sloppy. She set him up as neat and normal sleeper, which mattered later when he would autonomously wash his hands and brush his teeth. I love everything about the Paramaker so far. I'm so glad it's not just pick 3 traits and hope they matter. Your vibe, social perk, and talents actually matter and feed into your wants, job options, and reactions later. It feels more like a light RPG rather than just decorative flavored text. However, I do hope they add more vibes and more ways to combine these so the parafolk don't feel too like overtime. Then we drop into Old Town and see the basic UI. 4 needs: hunger, sleep, bathroom, hygiene, emotional panel, icons pinging for wants and goals. This is where it gets interesting because Milo has an overjoyed vibe and a music talent. His I just moved in happiness gives him contextual wants. Clean something up because he's neat and happy. Find a job in the music industry because of his talent. These aren't random, they're tied to the traits we just assigned. Then we open the goals tab and see his first life goal. Settle home, find a job, place a decorative object, and cook a meal. Completing it gives you 40 XP. So right away, the game tells you who this para is, what they want, and what their next logical steps are. We also get a daily super cute newsletter they call the New Paper. It's Monday, Spring 1. The town welcomes the Crusoe household with a little welcome quest and a free 100 Paradigms coupon. First come, first serve. When she accepts those, they turn into extra goals under Discover the Town. So they want us to collect gems, mushrooms, artifacts, donate to the museum and community center, buy something at a shop, and become acquaintances with 3 parafolk. This combo of wants plus goals plus the New Paper is one of the strongest things Paralives showed. It lines up with what a lot of players really want. It gives players direction without feeling like a rigid checklist. It helps players who get overwhelmed in sandbox games not knowing where to start. It feels cozy and an intricate part of the world. A newspaper, not just a quest log slapped on top. If you're the type who logs in and then stares at your character like, okay, now what? This system is absolutely for you. Next up, finding a job. We see 2 options. Click help wanted signs on buildings in town or use Milo's phone and find a job from the full list. The job panel is actually pretty robust for a base game. Jobs are grouped by industry: programmer, receptionist, store clerk, music therapist, janitor, nurse, the list goes on. Some jobs are ranked number 1 and don't require anything. Higher level ones require application points tied to skills and stats like programming 1, technology 1, charisma 2. Because Milo was given the music talent, Rena picks music therapist at the hospital and then chooses his schedule, 12 p.m. to 5 p.m., a reasonable afternoon shift. then chooses the days he works, giving him Friday through Sunday off. When he accepts the job, he fulfills his find a job in the music industry want. That gives him personality XP, pushing his personality bar closer to leveling up. This is one of those systems that feels deceptively simple, but has so much long-term potential. You don't always have to start at a rock-bottom rank if your para has skills. You get a real choice in work hours and work days. The update/perk system later adds another layer beyond a simple promotion. This was definitely another one of my favorite parts. It feels like the devs actually sat down and went, okay, what would make careers less of a checklist and more of a life system? When Milo goes home, we get to see his adorable apartment in the center of Old Town over a shop. We buy a plant from the Build Buy catalog and fulfill another goal. Then he autonomously hops on the computer and we see the skill system kick in. A little progress bar appears on the side when he's learning programming and technology. Hovering shows his learning speed and modifiers that affect it. Base game learning speed, +1 for being inspired, +4 for his overjoy vibe, +1 for being generally happy. So it's not just moodlets, +2 trust us bro. The game actually reveals why he's learning faster. The skill panel also shows skills can go up to level 20. However, not every skill unlocks something yet, but the ceiling is high enough for long-term gameplay. This is what a lot of players liked. Systems layered over systems. The vibe plus current mood plus activity affects skill gain. It's readable, not just a mysterious good buff, bad buff. It definitely gives more creative room for players to tell their stories. Next, Rena tackles the last goal, cook a meal. She opens the recipe menu. Milo knows several level 1 recipes and one level 2. If your skill is too low, your food can spoil or fail. She plays it safe with frozen pepperoni pizza, succeeds, and that ticks off cook a meal. This completes settle home and finally levels up his personality. Now we get to see the personality profile again. Vibe, social perk, talent, lifestyles, life stage info, a button to pick an evolution. For his music talent, he gets 2 choices. Music that removes sad emotions after 2 hours, music that makes household members happy. She picks the first one and we see his talent upgrade to level 2, with slots hinting there's a 3-step evolution path for each. This is one of those systems where you can really see the RPG influence. You're not just leveling basic skills like music, cooking, or charisma. You're leveling who your parafolk are and choosing what type of musician, friend, or person they become. This feels like it could become a full skill tree in the future, and I really hope it does. Milo is now off to bed, and we learn 2 key things. Sleep type matters. He can nap on top of the covers or sleep fully in pajamas. Also, wants reset overnight. Anything you didn't fulfill disappears and you start fresh in the morning. This is either going to feel refreshing and clean or mildly annoying if you like carrying long-term wants over. A lot of us are hoping they eventually add a lock want option, especially players who plan their tomorrows based on wants from the day prior. In the morning, he brushes his teeth automatically because he's neat. The new paper pops up again with a tiny story, train broke down, and a friendly hydration reminder from Mayor Bloomberg. It's silly, but it makes the town feel like it has its own little rhythm. Now, we finally see social gameplay. Milo runs to the plaza, meets a para, and we see the together bar. As they talk, a bar fills up. Once the bar fills, after about 25 in-game minutes, you pick a development, basically the direction of the conversation. You can do things like introduce yourself as new in town, or just introduce yourself in general, or ask for directions. This replaces the spam 47 micro-interaction style of The Sims 4. Instead, you choose the tone and goal of the interaction, and the game fills in the flavor. After a bit of talking, he can become friends, share joy because he's overjoyed, see how the other para is feeling by hovering over their portrait, check the relationship panel, which shows labels like acquaintance, friends, romantic partners, spouse, or co-workers. This is one area where reactions seem mixed. Some players love the idea of more focused and meaningful conversations. Others worry that constant together bar prompts could get repetitive or feel gamified. And I'll be honest, On paper, the Together bar sounded abstract, but seeing it live finally made it click as a real storytelling tool, not just a gimmick. Personally, I like the direction. It might need tweaking for pacing long term, so it doesn't feel like you're stuck in a mini game every time you chat. Then we head off to visit Story Nook, a cozy little cafe/reading space tucked under apartments. The important bits I noticed: no loading screens. The lots stream in with a tiny loading shutter. You can walk in and buy food, and once again, your para sits at a table and eats. Milo grabs a croissant before work and doesn't have to clean his dishes because he doesn't work there. This is so relatable. When he goes off to work, his para disappears rather abruptly. I feel like this can use a fade or animation, but it's still a rabbit hole and a work in progress. You can choose to speed up time again by ×5 or ×15. When he comes home, we see the career panel. The career panel includes rank, pay, schedule, vacation days, performance and skill impact, strikes, 3 strikes and something happens, probably fired, upgrade points. After the first day, he gets an upgrade point and can choose rank 2, extra pay but longer shifts, or an inspired bonus tied to vacation days. Rena chooses to simply rank up. I would have picked the same because, ew, who wants overtime? I like that careers don't just always equal take a promotion. You're forced to think more money versus less time, mood bonus versus career rank, stability versus burnout. There's a lot of storytelling and challenge potential here, especially if later they tie in strikes, kids, bills, and long-term consequences. After Milo's promotion, we shift into a more social part of the stream. He meets Antoine in the plaza and tries an instant friend introduction, which has a 45% chance of working. It fails, but they stay acquaintances. Rena picks things like discuss favorite meal, gush about a perk, share joy about fulfilling a want. Then we get a very early access moment. Parafolks literally walking right through Milo and Antoine's conversation, like straight through their bodies. It's small, but visibly jarring, especially if you freeze frame it. Hi thumbnail. After a few happy moments, a notification says they bonded. Antoine officially became Milo's friend. They share a joke. Rena then shows group actions, selects Milo and Antoine together, sends them to Bloom. Inside Bloom, a free plant is available every day. Oh, how I would love this in real life. Both grab their free plant. This is the part of the stream where I asked if parafolks outside of your household get to keep items they can be seen purchasing or gifted in their inventories. Hopefully one day I will find out the answer to this question. You can buy plants off the shelves directly for tons of adorable plant clutter, and the cozy soundtrack sets the mood perfectly. They head back outside, pick another development interaction, level up their friendship, choose laugh boisterously, which is super cute. Rena decides it's late, so Milo says goodbye and takes a weird shortcut home. More early access pathfinding issues doing its thing. This section finally shows how Together bar, development, and group actions blend together in real time. Bloom already feels tied to the community with routine, free items, errands that are all able to go into your inventory. And yes, parafolks walking straight through conversations is the definition of in-progress gameplay. The social system is solid, yet the pathfinding isn't there yet. Back at home, Rena realizes we haven't seen music yet, so she buys a guitar. We learn instantly, low level equals simple, hesitant playing. As he practices, the sound actually gets richer. Definitely love that we hear progression, not just see it. Milo also places his free plant from Bloom down, pushes through some late night guitar practice, and hits music level 2. Right before his needs collapse. But hygiene is low, energy is almost gone, so it's time to focus on a shower and finally sleep. During the night, his wants reset. A clean set of goals appear for the new day. It's nice that we are getting a glimpse into this pair's daily life. It's simple, but it really feels like a daily rhythm I can't wait to experience for myself. It's a new day and Milo needs food and the bathroom, but Rena has him read the new paper first. Headlines mention the museum wants mushrooms, gems, and artifacts. The mayor is begging people to stop calling emergency services every time someone feeds Stella chocolate buns. It's silly, specific, and adds so much character and charm to Old Town. Milo uses the bathroom, washes his hand, changes outfits for work, eats chips for breakfast, and notices yesterday's pizza spoiled. Rena explains meals do spoil and have to be cleaned up. I love that food spoiling is properly acknowledged. I do wish there was a visible animation of scrapping food into a trash can before the dish hits the dishwasher or sink, because little touches like that go a long way in a cozy life simulation game. Milo then heads back to the guitar to fulfill a play for 2-hour want. The music already sounds better than last night. He reaches music level 3. This boosts his job performance, his wants, and his overall progression. It's amazing how so many systems affect each other. This is sure to add to the gameplay and storytelling. Milo needs one more acquaintance, so Rena sends him out after 10 a.m. Bloom has another free plant, but it looks the same, so she skips it. No one is passing by, so she takes him to Antiques. Inside Antiques, there are 2 floors with decor and furniture. Some full price, some discounted at 75% off. She buys the discounted item. We get a look around, and there's gorgeous but expensive items downstairs, and the cozy, calm music plays from the radio to set the mood. We encounter more early access bugs and glitches. Milo gets embarrassed from someone using the toilet off screen. A para disappears right before Milo gets to greet them. Then he heads off to work. Bloom plus Antique together really says that the economy matters in Paralives. If devs keep items unlocks tied to shops, balance prices and wages, and continue to have useful discounts, then leaving the house to shop won't just be a cozy vibe. It'll become core gameplay, especially for rags to riches players and long-term storytellers who want their paras lifestyles to feel earned instead of magically summoned from the build-buy catalog. While at work, we get to see more of the skill and career panel. Music skills boost performance. The embarrass moodlet drags it down. No strikes or new perks yet, but Rena thinks this might be a tiny bug since he previously leveled up. We also see Milo exercising at work. His personality progress bar is nearly leveled up. Job upgrade menu shows options like helping overwhelmed coworker, a long grind no vacation option, or just upgrading straight to rank 3. Rena picks rank 3 to keep things simple. After work, he grabs a snack, tries to sleep, but he still needs one more acquaintance. It's amazing that skills really do matter. A para's mood matters, promotions have trade-offs, and that this career system already feels more immersive than a drop-in, drop-out rabbit hole. Back in the plaza, Milo meets Haven, who's embarrassed from someone using the bathroom nearby. Instant friend introduction works this time. Rena tries to show off flirting, but Milo's bladder and energy are tanking. Meanwhile, parafolk keep clipping through conversations and through doors and buildings. It's funny, but it shows how this truly is early access. Eventually, needs win, and Rena sends him up to nap and reset. After a short recharge, he naps, eats, sleeps again, and wakes up in a different bed. Now having 3 acquaintances, Rena wants to finally show proper flirting. She has him think about his love life. He gets a flirty mood. The new social option appears. They wait for a good match, enter Pauline. Milo introduces himself joyfully. He picks admit being extremely attractive. High success chance, it works. They get a romantic interest, but she's not single. Rena immediately calls it messy and backs out. Needs, moodlet skills, and socials are all at play here. Bugs are visible but expected. The romance system already hints at future messy storytelling, cheating arcs, jealousy, and relationship drama. We end with Milo reading one last new paper, a community-centered donation project, and a train is in need of a new engine, but the only delivery option is the train. Rena wraps up by reminding viewers this is only a slice of Old Town. This is an in-development build. Bugs are expected and being worked on, and to check the roadmap, Discord, and Patreon, and other socials. And that in 48 minutes, we saw goals and wants, jobs, ranks, and upgrades, skills affecting careers, personality growth, social systems, together bar development, shopping, discounts, free items, town flavor through newspapers, bugs and quirks, and tiny hints of future relationship drama. This wasn't meant to show everything, just a day in the life. The gameplay loop is already forming. Work, skills, socials, shops, needs, sleep, reset. With more polishing, this could absolutely become one of those, okay, it's 3 a.m., but playing just one more day can't hurt, right? Kind of life simulation games. So, is Paralives ready yet? After watching this full pre-recorded stream in real time, I think the honest answer is no, not yet, but it's getting there. Seeing everything unedited made the delay make complete sense. You can feel the foundation forming, the charm, the routines, the personality systems, but you can also see the areas that still need depth, autonomy, and polishing. And honestly, as a registered labor and delivery nurse, this whole situation reminds me of those moments when a patient is so ready to meet their baby, and I have to gently say, I know you're excited, but they still need to cook a little longer. Paralives is the same. I'd rather they take these extra months and deliver something stable, intentional, and immersive, than rush into a version that isn't quite ready to breathe yet. I walk away feeling quite hopeful. The heart is there, now it just needs a little more time to grow into the game it's meant to be. So yeah, after watching this, I'm honestly just curious to see where the next stream takes us. I hope future streams show us a little more of the messy side too. Jealousy reactions, relationship consequences, tiny bit of chaos. Cozy and chaos can live together, and a lot of life sim players love both. We still need to see how the rest of the world plays, how deeper systems connect, and what happens when things get messier. This stream was a great first look, but it isn't the full story yet. This felt like the first real glimpse into the heartbeat of the game, and now I'm ready for whatever they show us next. I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments. Based on this video, how are you feeling about Paralives Live mode so far? For small content creators, what's one thing you're working on or proud of this week? And I'm also curious, what other games have you been playing lately? If you enjoy cozy content like this, please hit the like button and subscribe for more. Thanks for watching, and remember, the glass is still half full. There are so many more games to explore. We just need to push play. Until next time, channel surfers, happy living and cozy gaming. Okay, bye! Paralives might not be fully ready to deliver yet, but I'm absolutely ready for their next video.